How to save $1,000 in 1 year. Simple money-saving tips for beginners. Money solutions. Now, please try to understand that saving $1,000 in the next 12 months doesn't require a higher salary, a second job, or giving up everything you enjoy. In fact, if you save just $2.75 per day, you'll have more than $1,000 by the end of the year. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That's impossible. I live paycheck to paycheck. I barely have money left at the end of the month. I've tried saving before and failed. If that sounds like you, stay with me because today I'm going to show you a simple, practical, and realistic plan that thousands of Americans can use to save their first $1,000. And trust me, your first $1,000 can change your financial life. It can help you avoid credit card debt, handle emergencies, and finally give you some peace of mind. Let's get started. Why your first $1,000 matters. Before we talk about how to save it, let's talk about why. Most Americans face unexpected expenses every year. Car repairs, medical bills, home maintenance, emergency travel, sudden job loss. Without savings, many people turn to credit cards or personal loans. That's when debt starts growing. A $1,000 emergency fund acts like a financial safety net. It gives you breathing room and keeps small problems from becoming financial disasters. The good news? You don't need to save the entire amount overnight. You just need a system. Step 1. Break the goal into small pieces. $1,000 sounds like a lot, but when you divide it by 12 months, it becomes much easier. You need to save approximately the following: $83 per month, $19 per week, $2.75 per day. Suddenly, the goal doesn't seem impossible anymore. Most people fail at saving because they focus on the big number instead of the small daily actions. Think about it this way. Many people spend more than $3 a day on things they barely remember buying. A coffee here, a snack there, an online purchase, food delivery fees. Small expenses add up quickly, and the same is true for savings. Small amounts saved consistently can create big results. Step 2. Pay yourself first. This is one of the most powerful financial principles. Don't wait until the end of the month to save whatever is left, because usually nothing is left. Instead, save first. The moment you get paid, move a certain amount into savings. Even if it's only $20 or $25. Treat your savings like a monthly bill that must be paid. Your rent gets paid. Your electricity bill gets paid. Your phone bill gets paid. Your savings account should be treated exactly the same way. If possible, set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account. Automation removes temptation. And when you don't see the money, you're less likely to spend it. Step 3. Find money you're already wasting. This is where things get exciting. You probably don't need to earn more money to save $1,000. You simply need to stop a few money leaks. Take a close look at your last month's bank statement. Ask yourself, how many subscriptions am I not using? How often did I order takeout? Did I make impulse purchases online? How much did I spend on convenience? Let's look at a few examples. Cancel one streaming service. Savings, $15 per month. Bring lunch from home twice a week. Savings, around $40 per month. Reduce food delivery. Savings, $25 per month. That's already about $80 every month. Over 1 year, that's nearly $1,000. The money is often there. It's simply being spent on things that don't improve our lives. Step 4. Try the 24-hour rule. Impulse spending is one of the biggest enemies of saving. Here's a simple trick. Whenever you want to buy something that isn't essential, wait 24 hours. For larger purchases, wait 48 hours. You'll be surprised how many things you no longer want after a day or two. This single habit can save hundreds of dollars every year. And every dollar you don't spend can become another dollar in your savings account. Remember, just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. Step 5. Create a dedicated savings account. One mistake many people make is keeping their savings in the same account as they're spending money. That's dangerous because the money is always available. Open a separate savings account. Give it a name like Emergency Fund, Future Me Fund, Freedom Fund, $1,000 Challenge. Psychologically, naming your savings account makes your goal feel more real. And when you see your balance growing, you'll become motivated to save even more. Step 6. Use the 1% method. You don't need to make huge sacrifices. Just improve your finances by 1%. Here are some examples. Lower your thermostat slightly. Shop with a grocery list. Compare insurance rates. Reduce unnecessary shopping trips. Use cashback rewards. Small improvements create big results over time. Financial success isn't about one giant decision. It's about hundreds of small, smart decisions. Step 7. Save windfalls and extra money. Whenever unexpected money comes your way, save part of it. Examples include tax refunds, work bonuses, birthday gifts, cashback rewards, side hustle income, overtime pay. Here's my recommendation. Save at least 50% of any extra money you receive. Imagine receiving a $600 tax refund. Saving half of it immediately puts $300 toward your $1,000 goal. That's nearly 1/3 of your target in a single day. Step 8. Try the weekly savings challenge. Here's a fun challenge. Week 1, save $5. Week 2, save $10. Week 3, save $15. Keep increasing the amount every week. Or simply save $20 every week. Saving $20 every week gives you $1,040 in 1 year. Goal achieved. Sometimes the simplest strategies are the most effective. Step 9. Sell things you no longer need. Most homes have hundreds of dollars worth of unused items. Take a look around. Old electronics, unused exercise equipment, clothes you no longer wear, books, furniture, toys, items sitting in your garage. Selling unused items can quickly boost your savings. Many people are surprised to discover they already own enough unused belongings to save several $100s. Turn clutter into cash, and turn that cash into financial security. Step 10. Track your progress. This is incredibly important. What gets measured gets improved. Create a simple savings tracker. Every time you save money, write it down. Watch your progress grow. For example, January, $85. February, $170. March, $255. Seeing progress creates momentum, and momentum builds habits. Before you know it, you'll be approaching your $1,000 goal. What happens after you save $1,000? This is where your financial journey truly begins. Once you've saved your first $1,000, build a larger emergency fund. Start investing. Pay off high-interest debt. Save for retirement. Save for future goals. Your first $1,000 isn't the finish line. It's the foundation. It's proof that you can control your money instead of letting your money control you. Final thoughts. Let me leave you with this. A year from now, you will still be 1 year older. The question is, will you also be $1,000 richer? Saving money isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. You don't need to save huge amounts. You simply need to start. Even if today you can save only $5, that's okay. Because $5 becomes 10. 10 becomes 100. And 100 becomes 1,000. Your future self will thank you for starting today. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and share it with someone who wants to improve their finances. And don't forget to subscribe to Money Solutions, where we help Americans make smarter money decisions and build a stronger financial future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.